Ahoy everyone, welcome to another episode of Robby Reviews, and today we are taking a look at Invincible Season 3. Just gonna come around and say it, I love this season. This was an excellent season in another long line of excellent seasons for this show. This show is easily becoming one of my favorite shows of all time, and it's still ongoing. We're not even like halfway through the show ending. There's going to be like 10 seasons of this, and we're not even halfway through it, and I can already say that about this show. That is the quality of the show. So let's just get into it. I'm going to say there's going to be spoilers across the board. I don't know any way to talk about this show, or this season at least, without spoiling anything, so that's your warning. And if you're watching this, you probably have already seen the show at this point. You've seen this season, you know. So, kicking into high gear, the writing on the show is excellent. It is tightly written. I fucking love the writing in the show. It just develops so many seeds or planning is fucking excellent. I just love the writing in this show. And I also love, even though I love superheroes, I love that it like subverts like every superhero trope imaginable. I saw a comment, I think on Twitter, that summed this show up best, is that it's a superhero show without any plot armor. I think that sums it up best. You know, you watch like Spider-Man, Batman, and you know they're never going to die. And you know they're like side characters are never going to die. Well, in here, that's different. We see side characters and characters we wouldn't expect to die or get severely hurt. Like Rex, for example. He dies. Adam Eve nearly dies. Invincible always gets the shit kicked out of him. I just love that it subverts like every trope that we know about. And the story just, my god. I love that the story has a lot of amazing things happening while building and building and building up to bigger and better things. I think that is the way to tell a story, especially for a TV show that's going to be as long running as this. That is incredible writing and an incredible way to produce a show. And oh my god, I gotta talk about the characters in the show. There's so many great characters in this show and in this season. I think Mark has a really strong arc this season. This season is all about him realizing the dangers of his power and his situation. And I love where it builds up, and I love how it concludes. The last 3 episodes, Powerplex, The Invincible War, and Conquest, are like 3 stark reminders that he needs to just drop this no-kill rule. He needs to just let loose and save everybody because he's just realized that he's doing all this damage by not killing, by not stopping it fully. The battle with his dad, that happened because he was holding back. Or Angstrom, he didn't kill him, and now that led to the destruction of a lot of the Earth. And Conquest, that led to the destruction of a lot of the Earth. I love that he gets like stark reminders that he needs to change. He needs to change his approach because it's just not going to work with these powerful people. And he really grapples with that a lot because he doesn't want to be a killer, but he realizes that he's going to have to be. Like, these people are not going to change at all. And I love that. It's just such great writing. He has a great character arc this season, and plus, Steven Yeun is a great voice actor. I love that he gets to voice a ton of versions of himself, and they all sound different and unique. And some of them slightly sound different, like they have a different pitch in their voice, or they just talk a little bit differently. So you could just tell he was having a blast voicing so many different variants of Mark. But yeah, so many strong characters in this show. Like, I love Eve. Eve is a wonderful character. I think Mark and Eve are going to be a contender for the best superhero couple ever. Yes, I'm putting them up there with the ranks of Clark and Lois and Batman, Catwoman, Peter and MJ. I'm putting them up there. They're really that good. And also, of course, Debbie's a great character. Nolan and Alan, while they're very sparingly used, they are great as well. I love their friendship, and I can't wait to see more of it. It's a shame they're not really in this season that much. But what we do get with them, like the prison fight, was amazing, and the scenes we get with them are really great and funny. I can't wait to see more of them, and trust me, next season we will see a lot more of them. Rex, of course, R.I.P. is another standout. I love the way his character developed. It's a classic trope, the asshole douchebag who develops into a good person. It's a good but effective trope, and they do it very, very well here. Like, I was actually shedding some tears at his funeral. I'm not even kidding. Like, damn, he really is gone. And it's such a shame too, because I really liked his relationship with Ray. I think they were very cute together, so that was a total gut punch there. Anyway, some of the other stronger characters that had some great growth and development were Oliver. Oliver's one of the newest characters this season, Mark's brother. And I really like what they did with him. I love that they made this character basically a god with the mentality of a child. I think that's such an interesting concept, and they explore it really well with the way Oliver handles like bad guys. Like, he just straight up murders the shit out of the Mahler twins. And it kind of like rubs off on Mark in a way where he's like, yeah, you might be right. But yeah, I really like the idea of giving power to like a child, and he has like childlike ideas. Like, I haven't seen it since like Death Note with Light Yagami. It's a very fun idea. I also think Cecil is a great standout this season. Walter Goggins is such a great actor. And in this season, he's very, very good. Cecil is like the true definition of morally gray. He makes a lot of choices you disagree with, but he'll make a lot of choices you'll probably agree with. I just love that they made him morally gray, because they could have easily taken the route of making him an evil scumbag, but they clearly do not do that, and I really like that. It creates a lot of like morality and raises a lot of questions in your head. And speaking of them, I think Mark versus Cecil is one of the best things in this show. I really love, especially in superhero media, when we get a good, strong one-on-one with just tons of philosophical differences. And I think this is one of the best we've ever seen. This is up there with Daredevil and Punisher for me. Mark vs. Cecil was just excellent. It was excellently written. Like, it's good when you can agree with both of them. I can agree with Mark and his altruistic views and his desire to save and be the good guy, but I can also agree with Cecil in rehabilitation and doing whatever it takes to save the world. They're both very valid viewpoints, and I could disagree with both of them on certain things. It was just so intriguing to watch. I was really like like my philosophical ideas are being tested with these two. Like, they really were. Oh yeah, and little side note, I love the part where Mark murders the robots in the Guardians of the Globe the same way Nolan murdered the Guardians of the Globe. It's great symbolic writing. It's great. I really like it. And another thing I have to give this show credit for is its voice acting. Typically, when something is an all-star celebrity cast, the voice acting will not be great. They'll just be phoning it in. But not in this show. This show has a star-studded cast. I'm serious. Just go through the IMDb and look who's in it. And everybody is giving it all. They're all giving an amazing performance. Of course, Stephen Young as Mark, Eve's voice actress, Sandra Oh as Debbie, Walter Goggins as Cecil, of course, J.K. Simmons as Nolan, Seth Rogen as Alan, who's like one of my personal favorites. But like one of the new ones, like of course, is Aaron Paul as Powerplex. Just a fantastic performance, and just totally fit that character and what they were going for. Also, Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Conquest was an excellent casting choice as well. Holy shit. I was really blown away by his voice. It also helps that Jeffrey Dean Morgan's voice is just scary in general. So to hear the shit he says in that voice was like bone chilling. Yeah, just some incredible voice acting, and they just get so many stars. I do think they get a little carried away. Like, Duplicate's brother is voiced by Simu Liu, and he's only in like 2 scenes, so I don't really, unless he's going to be in the future, I really don't know why he was in here. Same with Zolo Mariduena, Miguel from Cobra Kai. He voices this character, and he's really only in like one episode. It's just like, do you really need all these people? It's like my question. I don't know. But easily, what has been the biggest criticism of this season is the animation. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really get the criticism. I think the animation looks good. I think it looks great. And honestly, after the last two episodes, I really don't think you could say the animation's bad at all. Yes, they were clearly saving up for those last two episodes. But overall, I don't think the animation's bad. I'm really struggling to see what people are like seeing. I really don't get it. Maybe they're slowing it down, like doing that Last Jedi shit to it. Maybe they're doing that. I don't know. But for me, I don't think the animation's bad. I think it's great. Can it be better? Well, can anything be better? And either way, it doesn't even fucking matter. You're gonna watch it anyway, and don't even lie to me. Anyway, and yes, this season contains some of the best fights in the whole show. You know it's good if a fight scene makes me jump out of my chair and go, holy shit. Like, the fights got me so fucking hyped up, especially like the last two episodes. Holy shit. Man, that's how you know you got a good fight scene. Invincible has some of the best fight scenes, period, ever. And honestly, I'm just gonna say it probably has the best fights in superhero like media in general. There's not really much superhero stuff that gets me this hyped up. Maybe Daredevil, maybe Spider-Man and Batman, but nothing else. This was incredible fighting, and they do not cut corners because typically with animation and anime they'll cut corners, especially in anime. They'll do the classic Dragon Ball power up bullshit or the exposition dump. Not here. It is just straight hands to the face, and I love that. Yes, finally, the last three episodes, like I said, were just a stark reminder for Mark's development that you need to push it to the limit with all these people because they're literally ruining the world. Like, Powerplex is a direct, stark reminder of what he's done. And then the Invincible War is another reminder with Angstrom being left alive. And now he just came back and destroyed the Earth. And then Conquest is another reminder. My god, the Invincible War and Conquest battle were incredible. I've had something spoiled for me already, and I kept hearing about the Invincible War and Conquest battle from comic fans. And my god, every time they've hyped up anything, they have been 100% on the ball. It has exceeded that hype. And my god, it was incredible. The Conquest fight might be one of the best fights I've ever seen. Like, the shit I was seeing in that, I'm not even going to show you. You just got to experience it. You got to go, well, you probably already have at this point. But my god, the shit in that was incredible. It has, like, everything I like about, like, superhero fights. Like, guys just crashing through buildings, total destruction. And, yeah, you really see the destruction, especially on the people part. Holy shit. It is everything I asked for out of this show. And then some. Just, my god. I cannot praise that battle enough. And I know it gets even crazier too. That is exactly what I'm talking about with this show. They managed to show me some cool shit right now while promising some even better shit later on. And that is why I really love this show. It is so tightly written, has a very compelling story with great characters, and just keeps raising the bar higher and higher and higher every season. And I know some of the bars they're going to reach, and it's just insane. But yes, this is one of the shows I get super excited for because I know it's going to be excellent. And it's going to be like this for years now, so yeah, this is something to look forward to every year. The only really negative thing I could say is that there's a filler-ish episode in the show. I wouldn't even say it's filler because there's some important development for Mark and Eve in it. And to be honest with you, I actually kind of like it because there's like characters alike in it, like Titan and Machine Head. I think they're absolutely hilarious, especially Machine Head. And there's still some cool shit. Like there's like a multi-dimensional dragon in it. So even it's filler, and I hate filler episodes, especially in animation. They're always trash. But Even this show has a great filler episode, which is insane. And even so, the Nolan and Alan shit happens at the end, so it's not even fillerish. Anyway, that was really the only negative thing I could say about it, and it's not even a negative thing. I still like that episode a lot. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to give Invincible Season 3 a perfect 10 out of 10. No doubt in my mind, this is the best season yet, filled with the most craziest stuff you're going to see in the show so far. And it's just excellent. There's not a doubt in my mind that this is the best show on streaming right now. I can't really think of any other show out there right now that's better than this. Maybe it's just because I'm a big superhero fan. That might be it. But man, I think this is an absolute must watch if you don't even like superheroes. It offers a lot to anyone. There's so much to love about this show. So yeah, guys, I can't wait for season 4 and beyond. I can't believe we're gonna get like 10 seasons of this show. That is just mind blowing to me that this show is gonna go on for that long. In an age where Netflix just cans everything. It is amazing we're getting a quality show like this that makes you feel so fucking good. And it's just an incredibly good story as well. So yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.